Picture your calendar on a Tuesday, booked start to finish, not a single gap to eat, breathe, or think. You love your patients genuinely, not performatively. And somewhere around patient number 9, a thought creeps in that you immediately feel guilty for having. I don't know if I can do this for another 20 years. If that's ever crossed your mind, you're not ungrateful and you're not in the wrong profession. You built exactly what you were taught to build, a practice where you are the only person anyone trusts to do the work. And that success is quietly the thing wearing you down. I've had that thought myself more than once. There are only so many patients you can personally treat. I don't care how passionate you are, how efficient your schedule becomes, or how much you love the work. Eventually, you hit the same wall every practitioner does. Only so many hours in a day, only so much energy in your body, only so many people your own 2 hands can reach. Welcome to Behind the Healing Table, where we have the conversations I wish someone had with me earlier about business, leadership, burnout, and building a holistic practice that supports your life instead of consuming it. This month, we've been talking about the healer's ego, not arrogance, but identity. The attachment to being the one who treats, who fixes, who everybody needs. When you've spent years building your craft, being the practitioner becomes tangled up with who you are. And that's not a character flaw, it's just what happens when your hands are the only hands in the room for long enough. So let's talk about the pain point here. Impact has a ceiling when it's only you. We're trained to measure impact one patient at a time. There's a person in front of you. They have a problem. You help. That relationship matters, and I never want you to lose it. But at some point, you start to realize your decisions could affect people who never sit across from you. A system that improves follow-up affects everyone who moves through it. A standard you insist on affects how every patient in your building gets treated, whether you're the one treating them or not. Here's the responsibility most of us don't talk about. If you've been doing this long enough, you've learned things. What doesn't work, where practitioners burn out, where businesses break, what you wish someone had told you 10 years ago. Knowledge that stays only in your head has a ceiling. Knowledge you build into something else keeps working after you stop. And legacy isn't about being remembered. It's not locations, followers, or name recognition. It's simpler. What's different because you were here? What became easier because you built it? What patient got excellent care from a system you created, even on a day you weren't the one treating them? So there are 3 things that actually move you from healer to legacy builder. And this isn't abstract. Here's what it actually looks like in practice. Number 1, you take what you know out of your head. You don't need 30 years of experience to start. You need one mistake you've learned from, one pattern you now catch early, one thing you wish someone had told you sooner. Write it down, teach it, build it into how you work. And number 2, build systems that don't require your presence, a follow-up protocol, a documented treatment approach, a clear process for how new patients are onboarded. These aren't administrative chores. They're how your standard of care survives a day you're not physically in the building. Number 3, let go of being the only answer. This can be the hardest one. You can't say, I want this practice to grow, while also insisting every patient needs you personally and every decision needs your approval. Those beliefs collide. Your practice can only become as independent as you're emotionally willing to let it become. What are you actually building? Not how do I get more patients, but what am I building? A job, a practice, a team, an educational resource, a community, a program? There's no single right answer. Legacy doesn't require scale for the sake of scale. It requires intention. Maybe it's a workplace where people don't burn out. Maybe it's a clinical model other people could learn from. Maybe it's simply a business your kids can look at one day and say, she built that without disappearing from our lives. That last part matters more to me than almost anything else. I don't want to build something impressive from the outside that required me to vanish from my own life to create it. Sustainability isn't a lesser goal. It's the whole point. So maybe the shift isn't about leaving the treatment room. Maybe it's about expanding what counts as healing. Teaching can be healing. A well-built system can be healing. A workplace where practitioners don't break can definitely be healing. Your hands started this work. They don't have to be the only place it continues. If your impact could extend beyond every patient you'll personally treat in your lifetime, what would you want that impact to become? Don't turn it into a business plan yet. Just sit with the question. Just remember, there's a patient for every practitioner. So until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep building a practice that supports you as much as you support your patients. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. What's something you know that you can put down on paper that you wish someone had taught you 10 years ago? Put it in the comments below so that we can support you.